Are you one of the millions of innocent American citizens that have been designated a threat to national security by the U.S. government? Main Core is the code name of an American governmental database that is believed to have been in existence since the 1980s. The database contains the personal and financial data of millions of U.S. citizens who are believed to be a threat to national security. If martial law is imposed during a major national emergency, those on the list will be subject to detention. Bibliotecopoliots, net reports. A recent article on Washington's blog quoted a couple of old magazine articles that mentioned this program, and I was intrigued because I didn't know what it was. So I decided to look into Main Core, and what I found out was absolutely stunning, especially in light of what Edward Snowden has just revealed to the world. It turns out that the U.S. government is not just gathering information on all of us. The truth is that the U.S. government has used this information to create a list of threats to national security that the government would potentially watch, question, or even detain during a national crisis. If you have ever been publicly critical of the government, there is a very good chance that you are on that list. The following is how Wikipedia describes Main Core. Main Core is the code name of a database maintained since the 1980s by the federal government of the United States. Main Core contains personal and financial data of millions of U.S. citizens believed to be threats to national security. The data, which comes from the NSA, FBI, CIA, and other sources, is collected and stored without warrants or court orders. The database's name derives from the fact that it contains copies of the main core or essence of each item of intelligence information on Americans produced by the FBI and the other agencies of the U.S. intelligence community. It was Christopher Ketchum of Radar magazine, the last roundup, compilation of a secret list of citizens who could face detention under martial law, that first reported on the existence of Main Core. At the time, the shocking information that he revealed did not get that much attention. That is quite a shame, because it should have sent shockwaves across the nation. According to a senior government official who served with high-level security clearances in 5 administrations, there exists a database of Americans who, often for the slightest and most trivial reason, are considered unfriendly, and who, in a time of panic, might be incarcerated. The database can identify and locate perceived enemies of the state almost instantaneously. He and other sources tell Radar that the database is sometimes referred to by the code name Main Core. One knowledgeable source claims that 8 million Americans are now listed in Main Core as potentially suspect. In the event of a national emergency, these people could be subject to everything from heightened surveillance and tracking to direct questioning and possibly even detention. Of course, federal law is somewhat vague as to what might constitute a national emergency. Executive orders issued over the last 3 decades define it as a natural disaster, military attack, or technological or other emergency, while Department of Defense documents include eventualities like riots, acts of violence, insurrections, unlawful obstructions or assemblages, and disorder prejudicial to public law and order. According to one news report, even national opposition to U.S. military invasion abroad could be a trigger. So if that list contained 8 million names all the way back in 2008, how big might it be today? That is a very frightening thing to think about. Later on in 2008, Tim Shorrock of Salon.com also reported on Main Core, dating back to the 1980s and known to government insiders as Main Core. The database reportedly collects and stores, without warrants or court orders, the names and detailed data of Americans considered to be threats to national security. According to several former U.S. government officials with extensive knowledge of intelligence operations, Main Core in its current incarnation apparently contains a vast amount of personal data on Americans, including NSA intercepts of bank and credit card transactions and the results of surveillance efforts by the FBI, the CIA and other agencies. One former intelligence official described Main Core as an emergency internal security database system designed for use by the military in the event of a national catastrophe, a suspension of the Constitution or the imposition of martial law. So why didn't this information get more attention at the time? Well, if Obama had lost the 2008 election it might have. But Obama won in 2008 and the liberal media assumed that he would end many of the abuses that were happening under Bush. Of course that has not happened at all. In fact, Obama has steadily moved the police state agenda ahead aggressively. Edward Snowden has just made that abundantly clear to the entire world. After 2008, it is unclear exactly what happened to Main Core. Did it expand, change names, merge with other programs or get superseded by a new program? It appears extremely unlikely that it simply faded away. In light of what we have just learned about NSA snooping, someone should ask our politicians some very hard questions about Main Core. According to Christopher Ketchum, the exact kind of NSA snooping that Edward Snowden has just described was being used to feed data into the Main Core database. A host of publicly disclosed programs, sources say, now supply data to Main Core. Most notable are the NSA domestic surveillance programs, initiated in the wake of 9/11. Typically referred to in press reports as warrantless wiretapping. A front-page article in the Wall Street Journal shed further light onto the extraordinarily invasive scope of the NSA efforts. According to the journal, the government can now electronically monitor huge volumes of records of domestic emails and internet searches, as well as bank transfers, credit card transactions, travel, and telephone records. Authorities employ sophisticated software programs to sift through the data, searching for suspicious patterns. In effect, the program is a mass catalog of the private lives of Americans, and it's notable that the article hints at the possibility of programs like Main Core. The NSA effort also ties into data from an ad hoc collection of so-called black programs whose existence is undisclosed. The journal reported, quoting unnamed officials, many of the programs in various agencies began years before the 9/11 attacks but have since been given greater reach. The following information seems to be fair game for collection without a warrant: the email addresses you send to and receive from, and the subject lines of those messages, the phone numbers you dial, the numbers that dial into your line, and the durations of the calls, the internet sites you visit and the keywords in your web searches, the destinations of the airline tickets you buy, the amounts and locations of your ATM withdrawals, the goods and services you purchase on credit cards. All of this information is archived on government supercomputers and, according to sources, also fed into the Main Core database. This stuff is absolutely chilling, and there have been hints that such a list still exists today. What in the world is happening to America? What in the world are we turning into?
All right, Shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to get all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakodash. I'd like to say double honors to my apostles, a great millstone that rule well. I'd like to say peace and salutation to the Akim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the globe, you know what I'm saying, all across the world, scattered. And I'd like to say peace to all the confusion of faces that's scattered abroad, man. All right. The elect, all right. This is a little video that I just played, man, and it's finna get real serious out here. All right, say government threat list names 8 million Americans who will be detained when martial law is announced. So Esau is good on diligent search. Okay, I'm going to get that scripture real quick before I move on. All right, this this Psalm 64:6 say they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both inward through of every one of them, and the heart is deep. All right, so Esau, man, he's good at searching out information, okay, databases and all that stuff. That's why it's a supercomputer. All right, so to get all your information and all your personal information and all your personal emails, okay, because Esau's playing, he's so-called playing God, man. Okay, so he's searching out iniquities. Okay, he said they accomplish a diligent search, both inward though of every one of them, and the heart is deep. Okay, so Salaki, I got a little sinuses, but yeah, man, Esau is good at searching out. You know what I'm saying? Personal personal issues, man, personal things, man, about people, man. So he's doing a diligent search, man. He was like he was just on the video. You know, that's Esau thing, man. All right. Let's go to the word diligent. All right. Hebrew word chapas means to search for, to search out, disguise oneself, search for, to think out, devise, to search, test. Okay. That's exactly what Esau is doing, man. He's searching out, you know what I'm saying, who basically searching out the Israelites. Okay. And plus he's searching out other nations as well, but he mainly focuses on Jake. He focuses on Israel. All right. So he's doing a diligent search, man. All right. So he's searching out iniquities. Okay. Let's go to the word iniquity. Injustice, unrighteousness, wrong, violent deed. Okay. He's unjustly, you know what I'm saying, searching out, man. He's doing the unjust. All right. Injustice, man. Okay. Evil, perverseness, unrighteous. Okay. They search out iniquities, man, because he unrighteously, unjustly, searching out, you know what I'm saying, see who's terrorists and not and all that. We ain't no fucking terrorists, man. Okay. We just men of the Lord that's pushing his word and telling the truth. All right. You know? So it say they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one. Okay. Thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. Okay. So that's Esau's spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's how he really get a hold of people, man. The reason why he's doing that diligent search, so he can chip everybody, man. Okay. You know? So yeah, man, that's what's happening, man. All right. Um, because because Esau like to search out things and like to look at deeper thoughts and deeper patterns, and you know what I'm saying, get into a lot of secrets and shit, man. All right. Basically, he trying to search how deep the water is and how high is the how high is the space are, how many stars and the quasars and shit. Esau like to search, man. Okay. And then that's when martial law come into play. He's gonna 8 million Americans gonna be detained. All right. So Esau is basically, you know what I'm saying, the devil, the crafty devil that he is, man. He's basically searching out. He's been searching this out since the 80s. Okay. Searching people out since the 80s, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, counting people. All right. You know what I'm saying? Putting people in databases and shit. Analog. All right. So that's the craftiness of Esau, man. All right. Um, this is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It said, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we not ignorant of his devices." And one of his devices is what? His diligent searches, man. We're not ignorant of it. All right. His martial law that he's going to push. But that's prophecy through the spirit power of Yahweh Shema Shai. This got to happen. Okay. It's all prophecies. And he's using Esau, you know what I'm saying, as a whipping stick, man. Okay. To push this. But, the brothers that's pushing this word, you know what I'm saying, that, the elect, you know what I mean, the hopeful elect, we're not ignorant of Esau, of Satan's devices, man. Okay. And what his devices is martial law. Okay. We're not ignorant of that. All right. So majority of our people is ignorant, you know what I'm saying, to the fact that Esau's finna come down on Jake, man. He's finna come down on Jacob, man. All right. He's finna come down on you niggas, man. You other nations too, but mainly Israel, man. He's gonna come down on Jake. Okay. 2/3 of our people gonna have to perish, man. Okay. I'll read this again. 2 Corinthians 2:11. It say, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us." Okay. Taking advantage of us, the best of us, all right. for we are not ignorant of his devices. His devices is martial law, the RFID chip, okay, the famine, all right, and bringing these concentration camps, all right, and these guillotines, man. And we already know what's happening. You got these coffins too. Okay, we're not ignorant of his devices, man, because these devices, he's finna use this in America. Okay, let's look at the word device, man. It goes back to the Greek word nomia, noima, it's a noema, salakia, a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose. Okay, that which think the mind thought of purpose. All right, the intellect, disposition, device, mind, thought. So he's bringing his wicked technology to this place, man. All right. So majority of our people, man, they very ignorant of Satan's devices, man, which is Esau, because he's bringing hell. He's gonna bring hell to this place, man. You know, our people busy partying, bullshitting, okay, getting high and all this shit, and you know they using the Esau using his crafty devices, man, to you know the you know to pacify and make you sleep, man. No, it's the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl today, so Esau using his wicked craftiness, what I'm saying, to put you to sleep, man. Okay, you know what I'm saying. He using the sports. He using the entertainment. Okay, he using the fuckery. You know what I'm saying, the hip hop and all this shit. You know what I'm saying, to keep you ignorant for what's gonna come, man. Basically, keep you ignorant from this. All right, he keep you ignorant of what's gonna happen, man, because you're gonna see a lot of this. All right, so Jake worried about Super Bowl and all this shit, but this gonna come, man. All right, because y'all ignorant of his devices, man. Okay, so the brothers that's doing this work, man, we're not ignorant of it. You know what I mean? All right, it's cool to watch, a little football, little sports here and there, play a little video game, but you know what I'm saying, you gotta have discernment. All right, you gotta know what the fuck's going on out here, man. All right, gotta have a balance. Cool to have a little fun here and there. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jake like to have a little fun here and there, but the main focus on, not being ignorant of his devices, man. All right, laugh and play a little bit, smile a little bit, but the majority is what? Doing his work, man. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit power, Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, and not big ignorant of his devices, and you got to be circumspect of what's going on, man. All right, because one day, get up, man, it be martial law. It could be martial law tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You never know, all right? Because people gonna get caught with their pants down, and you don't know what the fuck's going on, and all of a sudden, martial law. You're gonna be the streets gonna be blocked off, okay? And then that diligent search that Esau do, man, he tapping into cell phones. He keep going inside your how many numbers you dial, okay? That's that diligent search, man. All right. So Esau, man, he's coming down on Jake. He's coming with wrath, man. All right. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to 2 Timothy 3:1. It says, "This know also that in the last days which we are living in, perilous times shall come." Okay, let's look up the word perilous. Troublesome, harsh, fierce, savage. Okay, we live in dangerous times, man. All right, dangerous times, man. And that martial law is part of that dangerous times, man. It shall come. Dangerous. It says Salakia, Second Timothy 3:1. It says, "This know also that in the last days that we living in, right now, perilous times shall come, man." And we living in perilous times right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why people ignorant of his devices, man. You know what I'm saying? His main devices is coming. Okay. That martial law, you know what I'm saying, that prophecy got to be fulfilled, man. That's prophecy. All right. And the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, man. He's not slack at all. These prophecies got to come to pass, man. It's written. You know what I'm saying? It's written for our learning. All right. Um, um, I'm gonna go to this last scripture. I'm gonna close out. This will be a short lesson. Um, this is Second Ezra 16:66. It says, "What will ye do, or how will ye hide your sins from the Most High as angels? Behold, the Most High is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble." All right. So you gotta get away from this world, man. Get your mind out of this world, man. You know what I'm saying? For order for you to get delivered from this, deliver you from all trouble. And this part of this trouble is this, man. This the trouble right here. You know what I'm saying? This perilous times, man, that we living in. All right. This finna come upon America. You know? So you can't be ignorant of Esau's devices, man. Okay? Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and that burning wrath of the kindled multitude is what? Martial law troops, man. All right, this is the burning wrath of great multitude. All right, these martial law troops is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, feed you being idle. Right, that RFID chip. They're gonna offer you the chip. If you don't take the chip off with your head, man. But the guillotines, man, they got like I could say over 10,000. I'm just saying a number. I could say I estimate like 10,000 guillotines, man. They're gonna be chopping heads off if you don't take that chip. And they got listed names of 8 million Americans, man, that they gonna be detained with things offered unto idols, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach, trying of the foot. Okay, so that these troops gonna come with wrath, man. Okay, it says, "For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." Okay, so they're gonna know they're gonna they fear the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? The elect. Okay, it said they shall be like madmen, sparing none. And these the madmen right here, man. This was gonna happen, man. This was coming. These are the madmen. There's not gonna spare none, man. All right. Slock it. And that's why they killed David Crowley, that produced that movie Great State. You know, say they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right. So they're gonna know who the elect is. They're gonna know who the prophets are, man. All right. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out their houses. And that's exactly what's gonna happen, man. These troops, man, these martial law troops gonna cash you out your house. Okay. May execute you may execute you in front of your house, man. Put you in them concentration camps, and you're gonna get the chip, and you're gonna be a regular citizen. And then the Lord gonna come with wrath himself with the missiles. All right. You know what I'm saying? Basically, this is a time you don't have to be a martyr. You know, got to get your spirit ready, man. Okay, that goes for me and other brothers. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers gonna survive through this. Some brothers not. Okay. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire, and that's coming. Okay, that's coming. That's already implemented, man. All right, that's the prophecy. All right. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they're gonna know who the men of the Lord are, man. They're gonna know who the real prophets is, man. And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So the Lord is gonna try the men of the Lord, man, in that day. Okay. It say here, "O ye my beloved, said the Most High, behold, the days of trouble are at hand." but I will deliver you from the same. Okay. So these the days of trouble, man. Right here. And you know, how about Shema Shai said he gonna deliver us from the same, man. Okay. He gonna deliver the elect. All right. These troublesome times is coming. All right. And you know, he got threat lists. You know what I'm saying? Names of 8 million Americans who will be detained when martial law is announced. So he's gonna get these groups. You know what I'm saying? Megiddo, Project Megiddo, and that goes back to Project Megiddo, man. Rex 84. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna put ones in the concentration camps, the ones that's a threat to this place, man. All right. But you know, through the spirit power, how about Shema Shai? You know what I'm saying? He's gonna protect us from all this, man. Okay, but he's gonna try us go in the fire. Okay, he's gonna try us too. You know, see who won't break down, see who gonna bitch up and you know what I'm saying, or go through it as a man, man. All right. So with that, I'll say call Allah Yahba Shema Shai Ba Shim Kakadash. All right, this is a little short lesson. On to next time, Shalom.